Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. We're out here in the shop again working on Transistor Part 2, which is not the next day like I indicated in the last one. It's, I don't know, Monday, and that was Thursday. Things run together a little bit when you... Let's just say Crohn's disease is a pain in the butt. Literally. Regardless, we've got some experiments going on. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. I've got some new LEDs on the way. We had to order a bunch in for testing for our LED eye kits. If you haven't seen those out, there'll be a link downstairs in the description thing. You know where it's at. You guys know what YouTube works. Anyway, that kit is having some problems. We've had some reliability issues, and I'm not happy with it. So we are changing the LEDs, and we ordered a bunch to do some testing to make sure that we deliver product that is good. But anyway, let's talk about some of that experimentation we've been doing in the 3D printing stuff, and then we'll get to some of the other stuff. These are the samples we were testing earlier. These are the different natural PLA prints that were invisible basically on the other sheet. But we'll break down what this is. So this is hexagonal full infill at 100%, hexagonal fast, rectilinear, and then triangular. And to my eye, hexagonal full is the clear winner. And it's creating these nice facets that capture the light. As you can see, like look at how much that pulls that light in, and that's what you want with a diffusion like this, is it takes that hot spot and spreads it out as much as possible. The obvious next one would be this joker here, which is that, but gappier. Rectilinear, it's garbage. And triangular is kind of also garbage. It's not, I don't know, it's what I would call acceptable, but definitely this one is better. Curse my inevitable unorganized self, but I did just spend like the last 10 minutes looking for a speed square, because I was like, oh, I'll just go find the speed square, then I'll make sure this is even, yada yada yada. Hey, stupid. There's one small problem with that. You can't square the speed square on an angle that's cut, because I'm a dummy. This sort of fits, but I'm trying to figure out where the alignment is. What I think I'm going to do is sort of get close, like say, I don't know, right here. Anyway, I'm going to measure this out, and then I'm going to measure from here to here, and we're going to mark two at the same point, and then we're going to put these at the same point. Then that'll give us our curve, and then we'll cut that. Slice a dice. Alright, so that went pretty painlessly. So this is that 300mm circle, and so what we're looking at here, which you guys can probably see, is I think I did pretty good. Not too bad. I got a little bit of a gap issue kind of over here because I was getting goofy with it. But again, we're not going to have anything butted up against this. So that's pretty good. Alright, now to cut the rest of them. Alright, that was really convenient. So now that we've got one sheet cut, no more of that mucking around. We've got the ability to just draw right on here and get our trace out. And so we'll be able to cut this in the machine and get it going. I got to kind of think through order of operations here. I believe the best sort of option is going to be to cut these side runs, because they're going to be really easy. Then I'm going to cut these, and then we'll be good to go. Probably okay. I am over a bunch of places, but we're going to round these corners off here. That'll come later. And then we are a little over, and a little over is exactly what I wanted. So there is a little bit of space everywhere, so then we can clamp these two bad boys together, sand them to the exact same dimension. At least that is the plan. Okay, I played with the exposure a little bit to show you sort of what I'm seeing. And these are the LED lights again, and these are what we're thinking of. Now, the PVC pipe is for structure. It's going to go inside, it's going to hold the whole thing together, and it's going to be that unifying force that runs down the blade. It's got to have strength and all of this other stuff to it. And that's why we made it clear, because we're going to need space. Because down here at the end, where we're going to put, you know, these pieces that make up the circuitry, this is all the space we have on the two sides. So we need to create a sort of shell that unifies and connects around. Basically, it's a round hole going into a square box. So we got to make them connect to each other. So what the idea is, or the concept is, that I'm going to make something to diffuse the light, and I'm really happy with some of the results we're getting. Now, there's not much we can do. These are pretty fragile, but as you can see, we don't have to eliminate the hot spots, because you're not going to visually see this. I mean, you could look through the side of the weapon and see it. We're more interested in not eating up the light, but getting it to sort of break it apart and disperse it. And so that's why we've made these, and they are really cool. Okay, so this is what they look like all up and in your face. Now, this is the same natural PLA, which, again, this is my go-to whenever we're talking about light diffusion. These are 60% infill, again with the full hex. This is I think 100% infill with the fast hex, and I don't like this one. So we're definitely going to be going with the full hex here, and that diminished sort of 60%, so to speak. Alright, anyway, it's not going to focus on me, because phones are dumb, phones are dumb. Anyway, so you get the gist. These are really cool. I like this idea. Okay, before we clamp this stuff together, I had an idea. So I got some ye old Super 77, and I don't think this is going to damage them. So I'm going to try to kind of even up these two in the belt sander real quick. You know, testing out the belt sander with the acrylics, because I haven't used that a lot, and the clamping force of Super 77. So then we'll put Joker 1 and Joker 2 together, and then be able to sort of shape them, and we might use the disc sander. Okay, so the sanding went really well, and it came out nice. I didn't go all the way. I probably would have done one more pass or so to get it perfectly smooth in that, but it definitely came out rather nicely. So the big trick is not going to be pulling these apart. So let's see. Actually starting to come. So yeah, if I can just yank them apart again, and all the glue is stuck to here, so even though it's still sticky, we're actually going to then pull that up, and it won't leave any marks or anything on the old acrylic. Okay, so a couple things about the disc center that are going to be interesting. I don't think I can do the long edge on here, because the disc center really only works in this leading edge here. So you really want to stay on this half of the system, the disc. So we're going to do the front piece. We cannot do the inside circle at all. We may be able to do it on the side here. I'm going to play with it a little bit. But yeah, so this is going to get interesting. But let's go ahead and take care of this front end first. We can do some of it, and then we'll move on from there. Alright, this is going to be the tricky bit. I have tested it. It looks like we can get pretty close in. We'll have to flip it over, but so we can do the inside radius on sort of the end of the drum here, so let's get to it. yeah, that worked. I'm super duper happy, joy for this. So, not going to take the paper off yet, but I'm pretty sure we're good to go with these two pieces. So we're going to call them Dunzo. We are going to need to do the upper portion. We're in a good spot right now. This project's coming along. The two biggest, most complicated pieces are done. These were the big game breakers. If we screw up some of the other tricky bits, we're not in, you know, dead zone. We're not just like panic attack. There is a lot of heat bending to happen. There is a lot of sort of stuff that's going to go down. And hopefully you guys stick around for that. This is how terrified I am about working on all of this acrylic. I haven't even started looking at the electronics. Like, I know the LEDs, we're working out that, but that's my wheelhouse, and I'm just going to go, it's going to be X, Y, and Z. Boom. Mic drop. We're out. I don't even have it on order yet. So, yeah, that gives you a clue of how much this part scared me, and hopefully moving forward, we're going to get things about smoother. It's going to go a lot faster. There's going to be a lot more, less of me staring at a wall, making sure I don't make the wrong move. But I'm happy. I'm excited. Let's make some awesome stuff. If you want to stick around, go ahead and subscribe to this channel for a bit. Or we've got a lot planned, a lot of cool stuff in the making. I want to keep doing builds like this. I also want to do a lot more stuff. Lots of plans, lots of machinations going on. So let us know what you think in the comments. I'll catch y'all next time.